There she is. Here we are. It's time. Hi. Happy Friday. I have my Cindy Lou Who hair going. What do you have? You have your teats out? Teats out, right? I do too. All right, folks. Well, it's not a Friday when we don't mention someone's teats, right? Today it's yours. Well, it's the last Friday of October, which is now we only have 2 months left to 2022. What the flying fig, huh? All right. How was your week? Huh? Tell me about it. Tell me something good. Bow, bow. All right, let's have a drink. Mm. Today it's Deep Eddy vodka, just a regular kind. And this is some crazy drink I picked up called Aha. Has caffeine in it. But we like caffeine, don't we? We have shit to do. So we like caffeine. Let's put some lip gloss on. If you are tuning in, tell me where you are. If you are in replay, which will be later, say hashtag replay. I don't give a shit about the hashtag. I don't know why I say that. Nobody cares. Listen, it's interesting to think about algorithms because I've watched so many people lately that have spent a lot of time trying to figure out, how to bump themselves up in the stream and the algorithm. And let me just tell you something. It's a never-ending game. I was talking to Barbara DeDrew about it today, aka Drew. Let me see if this is showing up on my Facebook page. Yay, it is live. So yeah, it's interesting because if you are really don't look at the back of my head. Have you ever noticed that every week the last 2 weeks have had like this atrocious, I haven't even been drinking yet. Yeah, that's you, Gidget. Situation going on with the back of my head. It's always fun to watch. But yeah, the algorithm game, it's chasing the dragon. It really is. Like just trying to figure out how to get more people to watch. Or if you used to have a lot of people watching and now you don't have people watching, then you're really hooked. And I think moving away from that is, yeah, it's probably the best bet. What do you think, ma'am? I think so too. Also including look at the side. I have the Cindy Lou Who going. I got my lashes done yesterday. Thank you, Elizabeth. And didn't want to wash my hair until today. That's what's happening. That's what's happening in my world. So if you are tuning in, say hi. I'm trying to think what else is going on. I know that Jadana is live streaming tonight. She has her show over on Margot and Max. It's, all the fabulous dresses I was wearing this summer. I'm not wearing as much now because the weather. Is it confusing where you are? Which has been beautiful here. And then it snowed yesterday in Denver. So yeah, that was a bit much. If you go and look at our stories, I bought a new sweater for Gidget at Five Below that says, "Hello, pumpkin." It does. Do you see like the side eye situation she's giving me? Anyway, I'm going to turn on the stream, here and then see if I see. Oh, hi, Carol and Tamara are watching. Hi, ladies. It shows me over here. So, not to be nosy, but it just showed me who's watching it. Carolina, how are you doing, by the way? It's been forever and a day. And Tamara, I feel like I saw something on your Facebook page that showed, was it your wedding anniversary? Some kind of adorable pictures of you. Oh, hi, Mira. How are you, love? If you're not following Stana Mira, you should just follow her, which you can do on Facebook, which I love. You don't have to even friend her, which you should because she's amazing. But she is one of the experts in that group that I do the live streams on Mondays, the Just Get Out of Town group. Woo, she is doing all the things. Plus, she's super fun and entertaining. So, Mira, how was your week, darling? Look at Gidget just acting all a fussy, right? I know. I kind of like it. So now I have my phone over here with the live stream going because sometimes I miss your comments. So I have to ask for special energy today for one of my friends who is a birth doula. She's been on my podcast, and I know that today she is assisting with a family who is having a what I would call a forced birth situation. So the baby is not going to be viral once it's born, and so she's assisting these family as the baby is born, and then mourning. Sorry to get so serious, but this is the kind of world we live in right now with the current laws and overturning of things. So, would you send some good energy to my friend as she does the work that she's so good at, which is a birth and a death doula and assisting the family? Right? I don't care what side of you're on with this thing. You got to know what the facts are. Mira, what are you crazy packing for, honey? Where are you going? What was it that you posted the other day? Was it today? It was like a picture of, oh, the puppies that were tripping and falling. You said, that's you. Yeah, that would be me too. That's you too, by the way, ma'am. I know it. Have a cocktail, everybody. Mm, yeah, you need one. I need one. Anyway, what other action is going on this weekend? You know what? I'm going to put you right here. I have the long skirt on so she can just sit right in the pouch. Are you stinky? Not me. Not it. Anywho, Halloween is this weekend. Somebody's in the armpit now. I don't have any plans for this weekend, or actually, it's on Monday, which is Joel's birthday. Thank you, honey. Mike Wade is here. Hi, Boo. What are you up to this weekend? Are you solo this weekend? And I'm sure getting into trouble. Oh, am I supposed to buy a ticket for the event next week? Please let me know. And thank you. Please and thank you. What other stuff's going on in Denver? I know that my friend Gina, who has the Village Workspace, which is so amazing, they are hosting an art show at their place. And I think they're having an event. I know that my friend Twee, that does my spray tans, Twee's the one person who's seen the most on me without having sex with me. How you like that? Because she does spray tans. When she tells you to pop your booty, it's very fun. Oh, tickets are almost sold out. Wait, what? What? Mike Wade. Shoot. Okay. Well, I'm excited because that's going to be super fun. Will you post? Oh, there it is. Douglas County. What's the other C for? Douglas County something foundation. Help me with the acronyms, please. I appreciate that. Oh, and put the Facebook group in here. Ma'am, listen. I don't know what's happening. Somebody needs a breathe right strip or to get your face out of my armpit. That would be nice. Anywho, my friend Twee is selling her spray tanning business, or she's probably selling the book of business, but I think it's so interesting. She's made so much money keeping people looking healthy without being in the sun, which I love, right? So, community, Christ on a cracker. How could I not get that? Douglas County Community Foundation. There it is. Thank you. Yay. So what's everyone doing for the Halloween thing? And here's how bad I am about some certain holidays. We're doing our Friday with the no, our Just Get Out of Town live stream. Oh, I messed up my floof on Tuesday, and somebody said, "Oh, that's a religious holiday." I'm like, what? Because my Jesus doesn't care about that. However, I know some people's Jesus does. So apparently it's like All Souls Day or something, or maybe it's something High Holy Saints, which I think is entertaining because I think saints are kind of fun. Hi, Michael Brown. How are you? uh, you're the best, honey. All Saints Day. See, I was right. I thought maybe that had something to do with archangels. I don't know. Saints are kind of funny. I mean, my cousin Julia always posts about different saints. I mean, they're always doing something crazy. High Holy Day of Obligation for Catholics. Yeah, that's how I read it as well too. I think at this point, especially, I've logged enough time to the church, whether it's your church or not. So just so you know, as you all know, my Jesus thinks you're an asshole. Not you, but the collective sometimes. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, sorry about that drinking ASMR. There's been so much damage caused by religion. So, for my friends, and I have some friends that are great Christians, and I love them. And I always say, listen, you're going to have to pay your dues because your ilk have done a lot of damage. So, if you're a really good Christian, keep proving it. How you like me now? If you get mad about it, that means you have work to do. See me cleansing your energy? Zhuzh, zhuzh, zhuzh. So tell me what you all have been up to. Love the Frenchie, but give it back. I don't know what that means. Okay, so Michael Brown's coming in. I don't know who you are, but if you're thinking that my Frenchie was because I'm going to guess, She's a rescue. She was a breeder mama. But tell me more, Michael Brown. I'm in for it. So, tell me what you watched this week. I have to tell you, I watch so many scary movies during October, like a saturation point of watching scary movies. I watched this horrible one called Bad Candy. It was like a compilation anthology thing. It was, it wasn't good. But see, I don't do the whole, what's it called? Rotten Tomatoes thing. I probably should. Brian from Phoenix taught me about that. He was good about making me pay attention to a lot of the ratings. But then Guillermo del Toro has a new anthology series on Netflix. A couple of them were good, but I wasn't really impressed with them at all. Cousin Julia is here. Cousin Julia, I was just talking about All Saints Day. Please pipe in on that because you know how your cuz is about being sort of anti-organized religion. And you and I always keep each other tempered, which I love. Mike Wade says he's watching John Wick 3 right now. I haven't watched, can I just admit, I haven't watched any of them. I know I need to. They're good, right? They're really good. I don't know if you've heard this whole hoo-ha about what's his name from Friends. What was his name? Who played Chandler? What's his name? I'm not even going to guess. Cousin says she can't do scary movies. Cousin, I usually can't either, but I just get in this mood in October and I just saturate myself with them. I watched this whole thing. It was, yes. Oh, hi, Brooke. Brooke from above. Thank you, babe. I still need to find out about 36 bottles of wine on the wall. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you, cousin. Okay, so I'm going to bounce around a little bit. I'll come back to John Wick, but Matthew Perry, bless him. I love that he's come out and said that he had addiction problems and this was, his whole career or whatever. However, we also know a lot of the movies he got was because of Friends. So he does this tell-all book, and it turns out this little stinker totally disses on Keanu Reeves in the book. Have you heard about this? Just Twitter. I can't even get into Twitter. I'm staying on Twitter, by the way, until the bitter end. I ain't quitting you, Twitter. However, I guess he really dissed on Keanu Reeves and said he was mad that people like Keanu Reeves survived and didn't overdose as opposed to what's the guy that he was in My Private Idaho, River Phoenix, and kind of comparing the two. It was awful. See, and my point being, Brooke just put it out there. He is the nicest person alive. He truly, truly is. And people are like, really, Matthew Perry? That's the face you're going with? You're going to go after Keanu Reeves that he should, why he survived and River Phoenix didn't? What kind of comparison is that? Anywho, he's getting taken to the woodshed for that, and rightly so. Like River Phoenix or Keanu Reeves has I believe that his sister died of cancer. His infant child didn't survive. And then he also, I believe also his fiance might have passed away from cancer. Listen, agreed, Mike Wade. Totally. He still lives in Greenwich Village and works at his local YMCA with everyone else. He's so freaking humble. I agree. And now that I know he's in Greenwich Village, next time I'm back, I'm going to be like, hey guy, hey my guy. And he gives away almost all of his money. I still don't understand why in that movie Something's Gotta Give that they chose to have Diane Keaton choose Jack Nicholson over Keanu Reeves. I know we're talking about fictional characters and sometimes I do that parasocial thing, especially when it comes to parasocial on characters who don't exist. However, why in the fresh world of hell would you choose crusty ass Jack Nicholson over the kind and the character? I feel like in that movie, I really adored that movie. Like the character in that movie was so, I think what would be true to Keanu Reeves. Why in the world? I don't know. Thank you for listening to my rant, cousin. Which is almost as good as 36 bottles of wine on the wall, giving all the money away. That's so just so you know, Brooke, who again is in J Goot, Just Get Out of Town, Brooke from Above. So what she did is she bought wine, and I think that gave her the Rakuten cash back as well as Amex. So she's Jimmy and all these fantastic deals and able to give money away. Why I love Just Get Out of Town. If you're not following that group, Brooke, would you mind posting the link or I'll post it when I'm done here to Just Get Out of Town? You have to join the group, but I do the live streams there every Monday and it's going to be, except for this week, which is Tuesday. I bring the comic relief. Mm, I'm just saying. So let's see what else is happening. I am preparing. So in 2 weeks, I will be leaving for Mexico. I'm going to my Mexisol retreat, and they were on my podcast. I am going for a week of combo, KAMBO, which is the frog medicine, and ayahuasca. It's going to happen. Yes, mama's going to go do crazy plant medicine. Uh, hold on. You broke. Hold on. Nothing is too salty, little FYI. Um, the acronym, what was the acronym RGD? See, I don't even remember the funny stuff that I've said. Will you remind me or message me privately? What was RGD? Now I'm gonna laugh like, what did I say? It's gonna be so good. Ooh, Brooke, thank you. Yeah, go to Jagut Village, please. So here's the salty. Jack Nicholson, fun fact, hates condoms, so he has like 8 different kids by different women. So he probably took their role to earn some child support. Hurts, don't it? The truth hurts. You know, it's so interesting. So like Jack Nicholson is the old white guy of Nick Cannon, who has 12 kids now. Woof, get it. Yeah, definitely a private message. Thank you, Boo. Kevin Karik is watching. Hi, Kevin. Post any links for the for your Georgetown location. Yes. Hotel de Paris Museum. I love it. Oh, you can never apologize, not in my world, for being salty. India's here. Hi, Boo. Will you post the link for your mom's show? What are you guys featuring tonight? So this is what I was talking about before with Jadana. She is running for, there it is. Sorry, I just popped a bag. Uh, India's mom, Jadana, is running for the school board in Grosse Pointe, and she's going to win. I'm just saying. And then she also has the Margot and Max, all the fabulous dresses that I bought and wore this summer. Yep. Brooke, I will tell you more about that. I have 2 podcasts. One is called Combo, and the other one is about it's the 2 guys actually from the place where I'm going. I'm going for a week. It's going to be amazing. Uh, it's both. So there's green eating with plants, and then there's plant medicine. There's a lot of different versions of that. So one is mushrooms. I do microdose mushrooms, and which I love. And I mean, like from a small dose, and it actually helps a lot with anxiety. I have a couple people that really liked it. And then so the other one is ayahuasca, which is pretty serious. I mean, that is a that is a trippy ass medicine. Combo is not. Combo is the frog medicine that you put on your body. I still have the little burn marks. It's pretty intense, but it's all combo. KAMBO is warrior medicine, and then there's ayahuasca. There's also DMT, Bufo, all these different names. But I'll post a link to the podcast that I did. Food is medicine. I'm interested in mushroom therapy, Kevin says. And so is Brooke. I'm so interested in psilocybin. Listen, plant medicine is just incredible. Of course, you have to go with the right source. I mean, you definitely want to have anything that's, let's face it, the last line of involvement you want is white people. I say that as a white person. You want to make sure that at least the sourcing or any of the people that are involved in it are going with indigenous folks. I'll say that. Yeah, it is incredible. Like the psilocybin, microdosing, all of that is just it's really fun to look into. Again, you have to find your own version of it. I mean, I love my vodka. What are you drinking tonight, by the way? Mm. So, both of you reach out to me, and I would be happy to have a conversation with you about what I've learned from it. And I do need to get somebody on. Hey, Jeff Higgins, how are you, hottie? It's nice to see you. How have you been? Thank you, Boo. This is my Cindy Lou Who. Well, India says my hair looks cute. I appreciate that. And yes, we are manifesting that your mama is going to win. So, India, if you could post the link for your mom's Facebook group for her for the school board, she's already made a change, y'all. Like Jadana actually lobbied already for people for them to not I need to say this right. First, so that school lunches were not canceled. So she's already doing the work before she's even been elected. It's pretty interesting to see. Yay. Yes, vodka through the straw. Yes, through the straw. Yes, babe. These are my favorite, by the way. I ordered these on Amazon and they just make me so happy. These little metal straws. And then I think I got this cup from FabFitFun. You know how I like all my fun stuff. Would you like a tuning fork? Free breakfast, says India. Thank you, honey. Yes, I love that. Especially breakfast. Not even lunch, but free breakfast. I mean, my gosh, how tough is that to keep kids fed? If we're living in a world where that's a problem for you to provide free breakfast, something's wrong with you. Yeah, India, post the link. Oh, Brooke wants a. Do you love this thing? I'm taking this with me to Mexico, by the way. So look up Mexisol Retreats. I think it's mexisolretreats.com, and I'll post a link too. I cannot wait to go to this. I am going to be slowly stepping back from all my stuff, including alcohol, caffeine, all of that, so that when I show up for this retreat, there's not a lot of work to do from the external in a way, or the internal external, which is, I hope that makes sense. So that means like, meaning I'm not going to be like, oh, hungover or tired or have eaten a lot of red meat or a lot of things that are not healthy for me. So it'll be interesting. I'm kind of excited. So this actually, I just got this book today, and that is How to Do the Work. This is Isla Lunaray. She was on my show talking about combo. I absolutely adore the work that she's doing too. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Yes, post the link. Let's see what else. You're drinking water tonight. Nice. When you were little, they used tuning forks to test. Yes. Yeah, they totally do. Do they still do that? I don't know. I hope you're feeling that though. So that's interesting, Brooks. You said you put it on the skin and the vibrations would tell you if the bone was broken. Honey, wouldn't you think you would that would still, like, how does that go out of style, right? Like just this old school way of testing things. I absolutely love that. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let me do a couple cards. Oh yeah, India, thanks for posting that. Let's see, which cards do we want to do tonight? I love going with the old school. And again, if you are just tuning in, I want to ask that you give good energy to my friend. And I know she won't mind me saying her name. Christy, she's been on my podcast. She is a birth doula. And this weekend, she is assisting a family that is having basically a forced birth, meaning that they have a child who is not viable and is not going to live past birth, but they were not able to do anything except wait for the baby to be born. So could you send some energy to Christy as she assists them? Man, sorry, that really hits my heart even saying that, because that's the world we live in right now. And send that family energy, because this is not something that they're like, tired of this baby, you don't want it, as a lot of people think that's the way it goes. Oof. Sorry, I literally am kind of rendered speechless saying that. Because she messaged me this morning and said, could you send us energy? Yeah, sending all the love to them, please. All of you should. All of us should. Why in the world would you not, when I tell you those words? Why would you think you had to say something? And I'm not saying you, I'm saying collectively, to say, oh, well, that they should be forced to give birth. No, they should be able to have a choice. But in the meantime, let's just sit and give them energy. Hi, Timothy Snow is watching. Nice to see you. I have my Facebook page over here so I can see who's tuning in, and say hi if you could. Boop. Here's your card. I react with peace and ease, no matter how stinky the cheese. I haven't pulled this one yet. These, by the way, are the sweet ass affirmation cards. Motivation for your creative maniac mind. By the way, do you see this? Hee hee, mushrooms. All right, here's the card. And if you're watching on the replay, which you aren't right now, just say replay, and I hope you stick around and listen, because I always will say some slightly uncomfortable things that will make you think. I'm not going to force my opinion on anyone, but I'm certainly going to tell you what I think is right. Why shouldn't I? All right. Life isn't about what happens to you. It's not about the beauty that happens, and it's not about the bullshit that happens. Life is about how you choose to react when it happens. No matter how stinky the cheese gets, you can either stay calm and use your energy to move towards your visions, or you can allow the cheese to consume your energy and stink up the rest of your life too. Ooh, busted. We suggest the former, as the latter can lead to lactose intolerance and extreme constipation. Boop. Yep. That's what I have to say about that. Excited to vote for reproductive rights in Michigan on November 8th. Woof, I know you are, babe. I know you are. You know what? We all need to vote. In fact, I am going through my ballots tonight. I said that last week, but I had a couple things that I wanted to check out, including a lot of the judges that I wanted to make sure that I'm voting for the right ones because that's where the power is held. School boards, like Jadana's running for, judges, sheriffs, the whole thing. So, have you put in your ballot yet? I hope so. I hope so. Hope so. Okay. So, now you know how I feel about that. And I'm trying to think what else is going on. I am going to watch, hopefully, some more spooky stuff this weekend. As they say, and I said this to Christy when she was talking about assisting this family, the veil is thin this weekend between this life and the afterlife, which I love. So think about what ancestors you want to pull in, what loved ones you want to honor and celebrate, right? Mm-mm-mm. I am just saying. Trying to think if I have anything else exciting. You and your mom are going in early to vote at some point. Yay. Well, I love that. And I think we all should because that also helps encourage people and it helps people to know what's going on with the polls. Right? All right. Speaking of green eating and plant based, I consciously connect with my meals one bite at a time. So, my friend Drew, who is my podcast producer, although he showed me a lot of tricks, and I'm going to be producing my own podcast after this because he's getting out of production because his anxiety group is blowing up so big. But he wrote a book called 7% Slower, which gets on my nerves because it talks about being more mindful with your actions. Our world is not set up for that, for mindfulness. So, yeah, I consciously connect with my meals one bite at a time. And part of that was also talking about eating slowly. Sharing a meal was once a sacred ritual for all living creatures. Though we still depend on food for survival, much of the developed world has forgotten the sacredness of the meal, thanks to the easy access and the busyness of life. I'm going to read this because it's going back and forth. Ugh. What if you slow down? I made that face because slowing down is so tough. Closed your eyes and dedicated all of your senses to each bite of a meal. I got to tell you, I do the happy food dance all the time when I eat. Where did this food come from? What sacrifice, cultivation, and transportation occurred for this food to end up in your belly, providing you with energy and new life force? Every meal should be a Thanksgiving. I love that. Plus, I love salmon. I love that. Oh, good. India says she has a new tarot deck. I like saying it tarot now. It's almost like Justin Thoreau. Speaking of Justin Thoreau, can I just segue for a second? I saw this article that was about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Yeah, I know that seems like it's an old thing. However, I feel like I've been around like since the very beginning and was super obsessed. They may have been my first parasocial relationship. I was super obsessed with their relationship after Mr. and Mrs. Smith came out. Right. And then you're like, I felt so badly for Jennifer Aniston. And I don't know. I just got really, really obsessed about those two. So there was an interesting article talking about sort of the timeline of their relationship, which I think Brad Pitt may have been quite an alcoholic. I'm just saying. Hey, Krista Lewis, I saw you just tuned in too. Hi, girlfriend. Nice to see you. Anywho, it just kind of brought me back to I remember when I had just bought girlfriend with the teats. Come on. My ex-husband at the time and I had just bought a new house and I was obsessed with the whole thing. And, this is before the internet and we hadn't had TV in like a week because it was in between moving. And the cable guy comes to turn on the cable, set up the cable on the internet. And all of a sudden it flashes across the screen that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are an item. And I was like, oh my God. And the guy comes running down. He's like, what? I'm like, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are together. And he's like, oh my God, lady, get a fucking life. That was what his face said. Anywho, I just remember that's like one of my I don't want to say my favorite memories, but a funny memory of like pre-social media of how you kept up with things and just being so shocked by it. And here we are today, which, by the way, I love that her daughter is going to an HBCU. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's in Atlanta, which I love. And Angelina Jolie went with her. Mm-mm-mm. David Charles Lee is here because I see that you're watching too. Hi, my friend. What are you guys up to? No good, I'm sure. Give me because. All right, listen. I am going to cut this short. Oh, Summer's here though. Hold on. Hi, babe. Yes, I love how I met Summer. We were in line at, what was it, Elizabeth? What's her name? The Eat, Pray, Love author. I just forgot her name. God, she was so good. I was in line and I just noticed this like gorgeous blonde because she was just like, look at that pretty girl. Hold the phone, she says. Um, and we ended up connecting. And then she lives up in Boulder. And we have such a great fun connection. What is the gal that wrote Eat, Pray, Love? She was so amazing too. And she's such a great advocate. She uses her platform for everything but supporting what she does, which I think is amazing. Elizabeth Gilbert. Thank you, Summer. I appreciate that. Spelman College. Yeah, that's where what's her name? I do that every week. What's her name? Yes, what's her daughter's name? She's so gorgeous. It is. But I love that Angelina Jolie is supporting her daughter going to the school and just kind of sitting back and hanging out. So, and yes, back on Elizabeth Gilbert. Oh my gosh, was she fascinating? And I aspire to be as great as she is as being a social justice warrior because that's what she just takes her platform and emphasizes everyone else but herself, which I love. All right, on that note, I've got my floof. Oh, do you want to bong breathe real quick? Just to clear the energy and hold some space. Again, we're going to hold space for our friend Christy, who is assisting a family who has lost their baby, is going to be born and not viable. And they giving birth to her this weekend, and Christy's assisting because she lives in Texas. So you do the math. All right, ready to bong breathe? Here we go. Get your feet on the floor. Get your booty on your chair. You ready? Take a deep breath. All the way to your teats. Teats up. Like a big bong hit. Hold it in. Let that shit go. Hi, TN. It's good to see you. She's ready too. Thanks, honey. Oh my gosh, you've been doing so many great posts about animals that need to be adopted. I so appreciate you. What is your latest article? Could you post that? Anything fun that you like that you think we should read would be fabulous, by the way. So just post that in here. Yes, it has been a while, love. Nice to see you. I know, Summer, did you feel the energy in that? And you're such a mama bear. And yay, I'm glad you like that big bong breath. I love you too, honey. Love you, babe. I know I miss you. I'm going to be in Boulder next week, so I will let you know. Yes, post your Halloween article, TN. That would be amazing. Bing, bing, bong breath. I love it, babe. I love it. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. Oh, get it all the way up there. Tits up. Hold it in. On that note, Gidget and I are out of here. I'm Mia Voss. This is Gidget Voss Stivers. Yeah, she's got a hyphenated name. Yeah, babe, I would love to see you next week. And Tian, thank you for posting that link. I love that. And anything new that you've written. And I love you too. I love you, India. Thank you, honey. I'm going to pop over and see your mom's show. Happy weekend till next time. Yes, and I will be back next week. And then after that, I will be in Mexico at my ayahuasca retreat. And we will definitely, I'm probably going to be no, me take that back. I will be unplugged for that. I will be documenting it, but I will not be plugged in because a couple things they said, one is to quit